What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jedi Jive. My name is Mike. Jenny's back this week.
Hi, guys. Missed you last week.
Yeah, too bad Jenny wasn't here. I don't know how I made it through the week without you.
I know, it's very tough, but I'm glad you persevered.
Definitely, you can notice that you weren't here, though. But either way, it was still a good episode. You ended up watching it, right?
Of course,
we're all caught up at Moon
I'm
Knight.
all up to date.
We're going to react to episode 3. Episodes 1 and 2 have been great. Is Mark supposed to be the main identity? And
who's
Steven
the primary and who's the
created?
dissociative identity?
Because the end of the last episode really made it seem like, whoa, Mark is like intense and is going to suppress Steven.
Yeah.
So, and we've been introduced to Steven as sort of like, right off the bat. Like, so we feel like he's the main character to us already. But
it's also possible that neither of the above is true. There could be a Mr. Robot situation going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that show, but some of our viewers no doubt have.
I don't know how much they're going to stay true to the comic, but from what I understand, Mark is the primary identity, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think so, I think so. Although I am not familiar with the comics just based on what I've read.
There's that whole situation with the lady at the museum, the pretty lady that was like, oh, like he obviously asked her out and he doesn't remember, but we were like, oh, but wait a minute, but Mark has an American accent, so she would like, so is there a third identity?
Mark is married, so, well, here's the thing, Mark managed to get married at some point and have a life with Layla, right?
Well, that makes sense, yeah, sure.
He definitely has a passport. Does Steven also have a passport? Steven talks to his mother on the phone, doesn't he? What's up with that?
Yeah, okay. So, obviously, you're right. It's a little bit unclear still, but I think, obviously that's the point. And, like, for Mark/Steven, he's still figuring it out, and we're along for the ride for him as he figures out what the heck's going on. And on top of that, Ethan Hawke is,
so sinister.
Sinister, and isn't he actually in a movie called Sinister?
Probably.
Ethan Hawke, or is that the Insidious? So what am I thinking?
I don't know.
It's one of those, like, one-word horror movies. There's so many of them. I can't keep
One-word horror movie.
Anyway, guys, I'm excited for this episode 3. Let's not do too much speculating because obviously
we're in Egypt now, guys. We're going to Egypt. So.
Cairo, and we're gonna hopefully discover some more clues. And
we're going back to the belly of the beast here.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I'm just gonna say, like, I think like the acting and the music and the cinematography in this show is top notch. It's
yeah,
great.
Marvel's really good so
as they always do. So let's jump in and have some fun, guys.
All right.
Probably going to get himself killed running around Cairo.
This is a fake passport.
So she and Mark have presumably been some sort of international art
spies.
thief, super spies on the track of this scarab for 10 years.
Yeah, and this lady is the like M/Q.
Right.
I wonder what your father would think of his little scarab now.
We'll never know.
Who's her father?
Okay. Some ancient Egyptologist, I presume. This is like the Mummy kind of, or like, Lara Croft.
Right.
It's a hard thing.
She's like, who shall I be today?
Yeah. She just pulls out an Egypt passport.
And I won't do either.
Yep.
Like you aren't already.
That's the Sphinx.
I believe this actress is part Egyptian. Looks legit. I feel like they just gave you a crash course in...
It looks like that may even be her real name.
Forgery.
It said Layla Abdallah somebody. So that might even be her actual name that she's using. This is a straight bop.
Where are they? That looks like
They're
in Jordan.
They're in
No, but where are they filming
the
though?
desert.
Is this actually
I have no
Egypt?
idea where the shooting location is, but they're supposed to be in Egypt.
It just felt
obviously.
like it seemed like that was a bluff that we've like overlooked before in a movie. Like that was
It could literally be Vasquez Rocks in California for all we know, you know. But they're supposed to be in Egypt.
Yeah, and this is very like Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Right, and he's the like Belloc character.
Very much.
Yeah. Definitely shades of Indiana Jones. And I'm already getting the like he doesn't know the trouble he's getting himself into kind of vibe, where it's like he's gonna let her loose and she's gonna eat him alive kind of thing, because he's obviously been prejudged.
The
as well.
hubris.
Yeah. Oh.
What are we dancing? We fighting? What are we gonna do?
This also reminds me of Indiana Jones, where he like shoots the guy with the sword, you know?
Only he didn't do that.
No, but he's gonna definitely kick all of their asses.
Just Will Smithed him. He just got Chris rocked. Ugh.
Okay. Yeah, we see you bad.
Oh my god.
Got his giant Crocodile Dundee knife over here.
That's a knife. Oh shit, he's gonna turn back into Steven.
Oh, it's a mirrored surface. Not the best time to hand control over to Steven. Round 2?
Let me talk to you. Just let us go, man.
They're like, no thank you. That cab driver is gonna come back like, I want my $2.
$2.
Oh, the classic chase sequence through a Middle Eastern bazaar.
Yep.
That occurs in like every action movie ever made.
Yeah, is he gonna hide in a basket?
Right.
Where's Harrow? Mark. Mark, that's enough.
Another mirror.
No.
Whoopsie daisy.
Oh.
That was unexpected.
Steven, what did you do? I swear it wasn't me. Then who was it?
Okay, third identity.
Where's the tomb?
Oof.
Take him to the ledge.
He's just a kid.
He'll talk.
Eesh.
Damn, that is one glower.
Where's Harrow? Where's Harrow?
That's dark, man.
Praise Amit.
Yeah, he's gonna cut
Praise
himself.
Amit. Khonshu told him to do that.
Yeah.
I thought he'd talk.
What the hell's wrong with you, Steven?
It just goes to show that these gods are not all powerful. They're fallible.
Me neither.
Just like
If you've got
humans.
a problem with the body count, I suggest you start listening to that stupid pigeon.
Harrow told Steven that Khonshu would lie.
Yeah.
Aren't you coming with?
Oh, I'll be there.
Who? So he's gonna go meet the other avatars?
Yeah, I guess so.
But manipulate the sky again, and we will imprison you in stone.
Spare me your self-righteous threats!
Not like some of us.
Avatars are not enough! We need the might of gods!
Do not miss the sound of that voice. But speak, old master, to the point.
Do you not seek to release Amit from her tomb?
His vision is obscured by jealousy, paranoia, and
He's a deceiver!
Khonshu is unhinged, and his servant unwell. I have no idea how many personalities he must possess. The man is clearly insane.
Huh.
We will not tolerate violence in this chamber.
Get some like cosmic handcuffs on him.
The same way that he abused me. The way he aspires to abuse this court.
He's deceiving by telling the
By
truth.
telling the truth.
Yeah.
Are you unwell?
I am unwell.
Everywhere he goes, the glass in his shoes. It's such a sinister sound.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Marley from A Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
or something,
his
you know,
chains,
dragging the around.
rattling his chains.
You can hear him walking. Yeah.
Oh my god, they're on like a party boat.
This doesn't matter.
We could have handled it together.
A little too late for that now, though. Let's get our story straight.
He's looking forward to seeing you. After Madripoor, I'm sure you two will have a lot to talk about.
Oh, Madripoor.
Yeah. Could that be our like only tie-in to other Marvel
I think
stuff?
so. I think that might be
Madripoor.
a brief, like, glancing mention. That might be the only. Oh, this poor guy. This actor died just
that's right.
recently.
I think I just would love to take a look.
There's no location indicated.
Because the information has to be unlocked. It's coded.
What now? What now is you give me the body and you piss off.
Damn it, there's not time for this. If there's something that you know, you gotta tell me.
Like, you need Mark in a fight, but you need Steven's knowledge. They need to integrate. They need to be able to work together.
Yeah.
He's praying.
Sorry, if you expect my help,
He's
it's not to be
praying.
while I'm in prison.
Do you want a bloodbath? What do I do?
Well, take that first piece and fold it over the middle piece.
This one?
Yes, that one. Over there and put it all together. It should make a star.
Hey, what are you doing?
Mark!
She called him Mark.
You don't understand. We're trying to save many lives.
Hey, pal. Take a look inside the sarcophagus.
Oh boy.
Whatever they've told you, I'm sure I can
Oh.
offer you something much more tangible. Why settle for a clue when you can have the treasure? It doesn't belong to anyone.
Do it. Summon the suit.
Summon the suit.
Give them what they deserve.
And by them, he means us. Give us what we deserve. Put on a show.
In Hatta, 2, 8, Hemera! It's just a taste of the godly power.
Ooh. Just busted up that ancient artifact.
Hey, he's gone.
Where is he?
Oh shit. Oh
Dang.
shit. Nice. Bulletproof.
Cool.
Sweet. Oh,
I'll
nice.
just do some tricks with my cape.
Oh,
like
shit.
a matador. Other one.
Nice.
Give me the body, Mark!
He's like,
Oh.
Mark, what did you do?
Psycho Colonel Sanders.
You alright?
You alright?
All right, time out.
Time out.
Like, chill the F out.
You mean well.
Chill the F out. Oh.
Take the body, Mark.
Take the body, Mark.
Think about it, Mark.
Alright, so wait, he has regenerative. Is he like Deadpool?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, so he must be like Deadpool then, right? Is that?
That was a pretty move.
God damn. Oh shit.
Now you pissed him off.
What?
You okay?
Yeah.
God damn.
He's got some sort of advanced healing or something.
Yeah, or the suit makes it. Yeah, well, those definitely went through him.
Yeah, all the way through.
So
But then the suit came
I was
back
just about to
on.
say the Psycho Colonel Sanders is reminding me of Deadpool with the comedy
Oh, yeah.
and the like. You know, you can't see his face, but
What was
yeah.
Harrow
Yeah.
talking about?
What do you mean?
He said I had a right to know.
Did he kill her father?
What he said about you.
it's not true. Of course not. No, he's just trying to divide us. Don't let him get in your head.
He's lying.
Mark, we need Steven. He understands all of this. I really think it's worth giving him a shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, you're in. Cheers, thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
Et voila.
A star-shaped star map.
So what do we do with it?
You see that? You see those little pinpricks there? That's a constellation.
We should be able to triangulate the stars into coordinates.
And stars drift over time. Not much as far as stars go, but it can mean the difference between us searching miles and miles away from where we're supposed to be looking.
I remember that night.
Huh.
I remember every night.
There's something very sad about that. Like, I remember every night. He's, in his own way, been alone for thousands of years.
I can turn back the night sky.
How?
It will come at a cost.
Oh, they said
That'll be a neat trick.
they said they would turn him into stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Khonshu is sacrificing himself.
He's
kinda.
performing an act of sacrifice. Or so it seems, anyway.
Oh, shit.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
shit.
beautiful, though. This is gorgeous. What a frame right there.
Holy crap.
You brought this upon yourself, Gotcha.
So does this mean he's going to be like without Moon Knight powers? Because Khonshu will be entombed, or
we don't know what it means yet.
I got it. 29 degrees north, 25 east.
There's just gonna be an itty bitty little Khonshu statue, and that's all that's left. How naive are all these other gods that they're so easily duped by this guy?
Yeah.
Had you not broken me so completely, I might never have known the value of healing.
So is Khonshu kind of responsible for making this guy a psycho?
It puts things in
Kind of.
perspective.
I want you to remember one thing. Your torment forced
He's going to destroy the...
Yeah, your torment forced me.
to you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it wasn't the most like reaction heavy episode. There was you know, that one fight that went down was pretty cool. Especially since seeing him get like run through with those, you know, those wooden poles or whatever. It was like, oh, so he's kind of like Deadpool. He can get like really injured to the point of
I just
mortally
felt like
wounded
in
and
that
then just be
moment
fine.
I was uncertain what the rules are.
Yeah.
Of wearing the suit, not wearing the suit. He's still imbued
That
with
came as
the
a surprise to me.
power of the god. But yeah, I was a little unclear sort of what the rules of the world building rules were. Yeah, no, that was an interesting moment. R.I.P. Gaspard Ulliel, who unfortunately died recently after shooting this show.
I mean, he didn't really. It wasn't that much significant of a.
No.
I mean, like he didn't have that many. I mean, it was a cool character, I guess.
So we
but
learned
it's
unfortunate. a bit more about Harrow this week. This sort of the psychological drama that being the avatar of Khonshu and dealing out so much vengeance, participating in so much pain, gave him the desire to eliminate pain completely, or to eliminate sin completely, so that vengeance would never be necessary, right? But that's obviously, we sort of think that's trading one evil for another, because I'm with Steven. Child murder, not okay.
Yeah.
Just not. There's no way that's okay. It's also clear that he sort of knows he's up to no good, because he's lying to the Ennead about his true intentions. Everything he said about Mark, Steven, was conveniently true. It's like what you said, he was deceiving by telling the truth.
Yeah.
But the minute Mark said something true, which was he's trying to release Amit, he was like, no, I'm not. You know, he clearly knows that they would not be on board for that, because he's lying to them about that. He's saying that I'm not looking for Amit. I was just walking in the desert, which is not true.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know. He's sort of managed to get all of these other very gullible gods on side, and he's gotten what he wanted, which was to get Khonshu locked up. I mean, Khonshu did it to himself knowingly, but Harrow definitely was trying to orchestrate that, or to manipulate that situation into happening.
Yeah, and like you said, it does seem kind of like, how are these gods so naive that they would just be manipulated so readily?
I know. There's a really interesting question. We saw a softer side of Khonshu at the end here, both as sort of, I remember every night. I remarked that seemed very sad. Huge props to F. Murray Abraham for capturing like a range of emotion with just that one sentence through voice acting alone. But we sort of saw the I don't know, the human side of him, who has feeling and memory and emotion about all of that.
Yeah.
And also the fact that he did sacrifice himself to an uncertain future on the slim hope that Mark will be able to free him or save him.
Yeah.
You know, but on the other hand, I don't know, bloody vengeance. He's done so many things over the years that it drove Ethan Hawke crazy. It presumably has driven other avatars crazy.
That one scene where he
good or bad?
Like, you know, all of a sudden he came back to being Mark, and he was like in the process of like stabbing the guy with the big knife, and it was like, it just clearly is. It's
or when they let the kid, you know, killed himself, threw himself off the cliff. But Khonshu was just kind of like, oh, well, I thought that was going to work.
And that's where we were like, oh, that plays right into what Harrow was saying, where he was like, he will lie to you. He will. And that made Steven...
and again, the fact that he was able to use truth...
Trust him less in
the fact that he was able to use truth so effectively to deceive the Ennead by being like, this man's broken, he needs help.
Yep.
Khonshu's exploiting him. All of those things are true.
Yeah.
100% true. So
one more thing. Did we get a glimpse of a third
there were multiple
identity in there at
there
one
were
point?
multiple allusions to that possibility.
Mark was like, who was that? And Mark was like, I don't know. Or
yeah,
Steven
he said
was like,
it wasn't either Mark or Steven.
it was a third.
And then there was some
personality,
little
yeah.
moment during his speech to the Ennead where Harrow said,
I'm sorry, which plays into the who asked that lady at the museum on a date.
Right.
That could be the third.
It could be
It's the blend of Mark and
third
Steven.
or another. There was that little moment, and then there was a moment during Harrow's speech to the Ennead where he said, I have no idea how many personalities might be inhabiting this
Sure,
planet."
yeah.
So that's like at least two different sort of hints or like little teases that there might be other personalities out there that we don't even know about yet.
To me, at the end, well, there were a couple of scenes, the one on the boat, the party boat, and then at the end there where it was like, really showing the love connection between Mark and Layla. But I think that it's Layla seeing Steven doing all of the like cartography,
she's genuinely impressed by that. That appeals to her. And
and it was like, Steven is like the parts of Mark that she was in love with.
Yeah.
And that like
and Mark is the parts that have been lying to her.
Yeah, that third, or potentially even killed her father.
Possibly killed her father.
Yeah, that's obviously going to be something we're going to have to reckon with at some point.
She's obviously got a very interesting
personality
background.
could have been the one that asked the lady at the museum out, and that lady seemed pretty excited. So it would have been like, that could be the Egyptology side of Steven plus the suave, ready to go, awesome, masculine.
I made a remark, which is that they have to integrate, which they've started to do. They've both started to allow each other in.
Yeah, finally.
But Mark's a real control freak. He clearly doesn't want to let Layla get involved, even though she can obviously take care of herself.
Yeah.
And is extremely capable in a fight, as well as very knowledgeable about art history and Egyptology, and she has connections in the black market. She clearly has a lot to offer, but he doesn't want to let her near this. And then he doesn't want to let Steven in, even though Steven also clearly has something he needs. And so he needs to loosen the reins a little bit. And they're just starting to sort of say, okay, buddy, you take the reins. They're just starting to collaborate and to cooperate. But you need Mark in a fight. Steven is clearly not equipped for this lifestyle, but you need everything he knows. He's this avid scholar of Egyptian history and Egyptology.
Yeah.
So they really do need to work together if they're going to crack the case.
And they didn't really clarify at the end there whether now Khonshu is entombed. Does that mean Moon Knight can't come out now? Does that mean Moon Knight is going to be
Has the god left his body? Has the god vacated his body? Are we going to hear the voice anymore? Who?
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see the next episode.
Yeah,
but
who's
I'm
driving
under
the
the impression
bus?
right now that it means that okay, they can go find her tomb now, but they're gonna have to do it without superpowers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the implication there?
That's what I understand.
We'll have to see what happens next week.
Yeah.
We're not familiar with the comics and how this goes, and
really interesting.
I liked feeling like it was Deadpool
for
a second. Though.
It really was similar.
Gave me a Deadpool vibe.
I'm really enjoying the soundscape they're creating. The overwhelming sort of creepiness every time Ethan Hawke walks into the room, and you can hear the glass crunching in his shoes. You made the allusion to Jacob Marley rattling his chain.
Yeah.
In A Christmas Carol, which you hear him before he enters the room, and you get this foreboding sense that something supernatural and scary is about to happen, and that's the case here too.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's carrying the weight of whatever he's done in the past when he was working with Khonshu.
Yeah.
It really adds.
It's so funny because it's Khonshu is physically entombed in stone or whatever, but Ethan Hawke is the one that's bound to
he's
his
carrying
demons,
that with him in his shoes, literally, in this ritualistic self-flagellation that he's doing. So really, it's very dark, and there's a lot of really fascinating psychological stuff going on.
Yeah, that too, and also the music. I was enjoying the they show up in Cairo or whatever, they're in Egypt now, and all of a sudden it was the music had
the Middle Eastern music that you hear, obviously.
And you were like, this is a straight bop. Yeah, it was just...
It was really good music.
Really good music, yeah, I was enjoying it. So yeah, guys, another great episode, and correct me if I'm wrong, there are going to be 6, right?
Yeah.
It's 6 total.
So we're at the midway point.
And we were commenting earlier how it's pleasant to see how this is yet another over 50-minute, or obviously there's a good amount of credits or whatever, so these are 45-minute episodes. But that's great. I really enjoyed the episode length. It feels like you get a nice meaty chunk of content to chew on. and it leaves you ready for the next piece. And I feel like it's all falling into place in that regard. So that would make this officially like the halfway point then.
Yep.
Which I guess I feel like this could be the halfway point. I don't feel like we need to we're in any particular hurry. Obviously, if there's 3 episodes left and they're 45 minutes, that gives us a good amount of time to
I mean, if you think of this as like a longer version of a movie, we're in good shape here plot-wise.
Yeah, which is, there's a whole other commentary in regard to Marvel and how now it's less about the 2-hour movie and it's more about like the 4 or 5, 6 hour series that's like gives you more time to develop things. And
it's like every show is a director's cut.
It gives us the opportunity to have a week by week reaction to give you guys too. And I like this format and I enjoy how we're consuming this content. It's great. And
I do too.
Yeah, it's good. And guys, we want to hear what you thought about this in the comments below. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll pull it up a fully unedited reaction on patreon.com/JediJive. Go check it out and then we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.